Hi, my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip Equipment, and what we have for sale here today is a Bobcat S76 R Series. We're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second, then we'll run it in the third. If you buy this machine from me or some of the others that I have for sale, we've got a couple of loaders, we've got some water tankers, we've got some backhoes, some skid steers. Anyway, point being is if you buy any of these machines from me, you're going to be dealing with a guy running the camera. His name is Pro Provencio. He's my right-hand man. So the serial number of this machine is B. This is a 2020 model. Okay, it's actually probably could be considered a 2021, but we're going to say 2020. The serial number is B like boy, 4 like the number 4, C like Charlie, D like David, 1123. I'm going to leave that last digit blank. Price on a new machine like this these days is, I don't know, 60, 70 grand, pretty easy. This machine weighs 8,615 pounds. The widest point is the bucket at 6 foot 9 inches. If you take the bucket off, the widest point are those tires at 6.5 feet. The tallest point is the top of this cap right here is 6 foot 10 inches. From the front of these teeth here to the rear of that counterweight, the transportation length is 12.5 feet. As far as the history of this machine goes, this machine is actually owned by a buddy of mine, and I told him that I'd sell it, I'd help him sell it. He bought the machine, and the reason he doesn't like the machine is that it has joystick controls, and all of his machines have got foot pedal controls, and all his guys want foot pedal controls. So he bought the machine. His guys didn't like it, and he said, hey, I need to get rid of this machine. My guys don't like it, and he bought another one with foot pedal controls. So this machine only has 26 hours on it. Like I say, it's practically a brand new machine. It's got all the bells and whistles on it. It's got an enclosed cab. It's got a heater. It's got an AC. It's got a radio. Like I say, the joystick controls, which is actually a negative for my buddy. And then it's got right here, it's got high flow hydraulics and standard flow hydraulics. It's got a quick coupler. Obviously, most skid steers have got quick couplers on them. This is a 4x4 machine. And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but I think you can change the pattern control where you can have it an H pattern control, where you got it, you got the controls for forward and reverse on your joysticks. I'm not positive about that, don't quote me, but I think there is a way to change that. But for right now, your controls are on the right hand side and your travel's on the left hand side. This machine also has solid tires as an option. Does it have a battery disconnect, Pro?
On this,
I don't think it does.
no sir.
I started to think it had a battery disconnect, but it doesn't. It's got a hydraulic fan here. You say, well, what's the point of a hydraulic fan? The point of a hydraulic fan is that it's easier to clean the radiator, or your oil cooler and your radiator and all your coolers. You can take them up away from the engine. This machine here, as you can see, it's got a Bobcat engine in it. Can't quite make the engine model out on that. I do know that it's a 76 horsepower engine. It's got a 32-gallon tank, which will run you anywhere from 12 to as many as 20 hours of operation on a single tank of fuel. All of the fluid levels on this machine are where they should be. This machine is mechanically sound. There's no leaks on it. Absolutely everything works. Like I say, it's like a brand new machine. It's got a 2-speed transmission that works just like a brand new machine. Top speed is 11.8 miles an hour. Your tires are 100%. all skid steers are inherently four-wheel drive machines. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this machine. You are buying a brand new machine if you buy this machine. The hydraulics are strong. There's obviously no cracks or welds anywhere in the work equipment. There's no deflection or any kind of problem in any of the pins or the bushings. All the pins and the bushings are tight. This front loader bucket right here is 6 foot 9 inches wide. It's 2 foot tall, and it's 3 foot 6 inches deep. It's probably a little less than a yard. This hinge pin height right here, if you were loading into a dumpster or a truck, is 10 foot 7 inches. Now the static tip load of this skid steer is 5,800 pounds. So basically, simply put, the lifting capacity of this skid steer is limited by its static tip load, which is that the hydraulics of this machine will make the rear end of the machine tilt forward before the hydraulics give out. So your lifting capacity is limited to the weight of the machine opposite this fulcrum. So in this case, it's 5,800 pounds. Now, as a general universal rule, doesn't matter the make, the model, the manufacturer, skid steers are usually rated by operating capacity. So this machine has got a 2,900 pound operating capacity, which is exactly half the static tip load, which is the way they do it. So I guess that's about it. Pro, you got anything else you want to say?
You got it.
What do you think of this skid steer, Pro?
It's a good one. I like it. It runs really good. Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna run it in the next clip.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the other day the operation video didn't happen, so we're gonna try this again. It's a little muddy outside, but Alright, so these are your controls here. This is your travel control. This is your bucket control here. Now you've got an option here to change it to H style, where both of these are your travel on an H style pattern. Right now it's set up as ISO, so this is your bucket and this is your travel. This will turn you right or left, and this raises your bucket up or down and tilts the bucket. There's your 27 hours, what you got on this tractor. That's pretty much it.